Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is John and this is your Modern Tech Breakdown. Today I'm taking a look at some skepticism on some of the latest claims from Microsoft regarding its supposed quantum computing breakthrough. Let's jump into it. You may remember that back in February, Microsoft made big headlines about how they made a breakthrough in quantum computing. They claimed that they had not only observed a Majorana particle, but also learned how to harness them for computing. And let's just take a moment to look into some of the details here. As recently as May of last year, Oak Ridge National Laboratory was posting only about making materials where these particles could be isolated, not even getting into how to manipulate them or use them for computation. So call me crazy for being a little bit skeptical that Microsoft just made this giant breakthrough on mastering a theoretical particle that has somehow eluded the mainstream academic community. But it gets worse. In 2018, Microsoft made the claim that they had detected these particles, but then had to retract it 3 years later. So the track record from Microsoft is already sketchy at best. Here's a few quotes from experts in theoretical physics about this supposed breakthrough from Microsoft. Quote, "It is not reliable and must be revisited." And "These are distractions caused by unreliable claims from Microsoft Quantum." And another researcher called the effort, quote, "essentially a fraudulent project," unquote. Seems pretty clear to me. This looks like an example of corporate PR running amok, trying to make some grandiose headlines. But it makes you wonder why this is coming from Microsoft and not a chip maker. You'd think this would be the kind of thing that Intel or AMD would be researching. But Microsoft isn't alone in this. Do you remember Google's Willow announcement from last year? In that announcement, Google argued that something called random circuit sampling is the metric that should be used to judge quantum computers. But yet the others in the field use an entirely different metric called quantum volume. And even Google admits that this RCS metric has no known real-world use. But Google has been down this road before. In 2019, Google claimed to have created a quantum computer called Sycamore. And at the time, researchers called its claims, quote, indefensible and, quote, just plain wrong. And here we are about 6 years after the Sycamore announcement, and we are no closer to having a quantum computer. So it seems pretty obvious that Sycamore was nothing more than hot air. So my, it really seems that Microsoft and Google have been spreading some very dubious claims about quantum computing breakthroughs. And I'm sure there's some great, smart people doing some important work in this field, but I don't think that great work is happening at Microsoft or Google. These companies are just grabbing headlines to polish their brand. And to do that, they've hired some researchers that are willing to go along with the fraud in order to collect some pretty hefty paychecks, I would have to assume. It's really disgusting, honestly. But that's just my opinion on it. What do you think? Leave a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you next time.